What's going on, guys? It's your boy Hammer back with another supplement review, and today I got the one that people are really curious about. Everyone wants to know if they got to pick this up. It's limited edition, so without further ado, I got to lift. You got to lift. Let's get down to business. I am, of course, talking about Dark Labs limited edition Crack Halloween. What's this one all about? Is it the latest thing that you have to grab before it's off the shelves? Are you going to be hitting yourself if you didn't get this? Well, I gotta say, first of all, what are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about the flavor. I picked up cotton candy. Typically, I don't really like cotton candy flavor pre-workouts. That's a little bit too sweet for me, but I have so many pre-workouts right now, and none of them are cotton candy, so I gave it a whirl. And I'm gonna say this: Dark Labs flavoring has improved tremendously over the last couple months. All their latest products tastes much better than the older stuff. So if you're thinking of yourself, you're like, oh, I tried Flame, or I tried the original Barbarian, or whatever you're thinking of that was nasty or gross, this new one, quite nice. Very much enjoyed the flavor. And let's get down to this formula. Like, let's see, we got the 8 grams of citrulline, 4 grams of beta-alanine, 2 grams of tyrosine, 1.5 grams of agmatine. So that's covering your pump, your performance. And then beyond that, it's basically all the stim package. You're talking about your 500 urea, 300 anhydrous caffeine, 150 citrate, 100 dicaffeine malate. So let's see, that's only totaling like 425, I believe, after the yield. And it's got 300 2-amino. It's got theobromine, and it's got 300 norvaline. And then the part of this that makes it interesting is it's got the Kana in it. The Kana extract at 50 milligrams, and Alpha Yo only at 1 milligram. 1 little milligram of Alpha Yo. So what does that all do together in the real world? What are we looking at? How does this come together? Well, I'll tell you what happened to me today. I took this this morning, and within 15 minutes, started feeling some energy buzz up. And I always know that like DMHA pre's typically are going to take about like 50 minutes to an hour to fully get that head like buzz, that euphoria, that effect we all like, right? Not the case here, man. 30 minutes in and it was there. 30 freaking minutes in. I actually, on the way to the gym, I left some voice notes for my boys because I was like, man, this thing is already hitting me. I'm already freaking flying. And it was very strong euphoria that continued to climb from that point on for about another 40 minutes. It climbed, and then it just stayed at that peak. I will say, the scoop is a little bit undersized. I threw in 1 scoop, and it came out to about 18 grams, and it's supposed to be 22.5. Here's where I messed up. I went to throw in some more powder, and I had the scooper with about half powder in it, and I'm trying to slowly dribble it in, and then everything in the scoop fell out. So I ended up dosing a little over at about 25 grams. Not a huge difference, but I think it was enough that I got a little bit too much caffeine, because I will say, when I was pushing on the heavy sets, I had to take a minute to let the heart rate kind of come down, catch my breath a little bit. It wasn't like that feeling you get when you take too much Alpha Yo. I think it was honestly just because I overscooped it a little bit. It got a little bit too much caffeine. That being said, I think the energy was really in a good place. The energy was just high enough. Kana tends to sometimes maybe smooth out energy, but I didn't really feel that. I feel like maybe the Kana with the high Araya, with the high 2-amino, I feel like all of those just work together to create the euphoria, man. As far as comparing this to some other Dark Labs products, I would say the euphoria, like Crack Primal was pretty good euphoria for me, but it faded out, whereas this lasted the whole freaking workout. I literally, I remember being like an hour into my workout and kind of thinking like, oh yeah, that euphoric feeling has kind of died off. And I was like, wait a minute. And you kind of shut your eyes, and if you know this feeling, and you kind of just like feel it in your head, and you could just like sit there and be in it, and it kind of pulses throughout your body, and it's like, oh, it's still there all the way up until the end of the workout. It was very much less aggressive than Barbarian, the new Barbarian. I would say I enjoyed this more than both of these so far. it really is a pretty unique experience because it's like, I don't know if I've had that euphoric feeling last as long as it did. I got a very similar experience when I ran Dexter Slice at a high dose, just like a good buzzing head high. You just feel freaking good. Like it was a very happy pre. I was like, I am happy. I feel good. I feel buzzing, positive. Came down, no crash, didn't die. I'm actually about to go back to the gym to hit my cardio. So man, like, is this one you got to pick up? Is this one you absolutely have to have? Well, I'll say this, if you had a lot of the Dark Lab stuff, is it a world of difference? No. But is it a difference? Yes. Is it its own experience? Yes. It's bringing elements of a couple of the different products and tying them into one. It's got the Kana, which I believe their only current product with Kana is Diamond, but that has no alpha-O. This has just a touch of alpha-O. This is more, citrulline and beta-alanine than a lot of their products. This brought back in the Norvaline. So I got a freaking tremendous pump off this. And I think that's something to do with the ingredients in here, but it's also got to do with the fact that mentally, like my cognition was so locked in that you're just nailing your execution on your reps. So I was just like feeling everything so good. I even made like a note today because I like to do progressive overload training. And I was like, I didn't PR all of my sets and I was kind of mad about it. I was like, but I did feel like I was more connected on the sets I did. So like I felt like it was a win because I was like, I might not beat my numbers or beat my reps, but I feel like I beat the quality of the reps from the previous session because I was just locked in, feeling good, mentally so into the workout, and then it just kind of smoothed down. Like towards the end of the workout, I felt myself lollygagging a little bit between sets. I finally started pulling up my phone and messing around a little bit. And it was just like this smooth come down from like the energy and the buzz, and drove home, felt good. And I didn't really have like any bad appetite suppression. I will say this, I had some, the delayed urination. Like I didn't pee my whole workout, and then like you got to go to pee after the workout, and it's like takes a minute to come out because the 2-amino doing its thing. But that being said, it didn't give me like Stimmy Willy to the point where things were functioning. I'll just leave it at that, So this is a great freaking pre-workout. I'm glad I grabbed it. I don't think it's some super crazy must-have pre-workout. I don't think there's anything special. Some people are like, oh, maybe Dark Labs is going to put something special hidden off-label in it. That's not happening, man. Dark Labs, their labels are very trustworthy. Everything it says on here is everything you experience on here. If you're looking at this label and wondering what you're going to feel, it's pretty much kind of what I expected, but a little bit better. A little bit better because that euphoria was something else, man. I enjoyed every second of this pre-workout. Looking forward to running it again. That being said, I do like the little bit more aggression of like a barbarian, but there's that trade-off where this was just so happy, buzz, and high. Like you can't have everything all at once, So this is its unique own experience. This is worth picking up if you haven't yet. You could grab this hitter at nutricartel with code HAMMER if you want to help your boy out. Let him know you're watching these videos. So yeah, man, I think this is a good product. I think the limited edition is worth grabbing. I think it does offer its own unique place in your pre-workout regimen. It's not the same as every other Dark Labs product, and I have zero regrets in picking this one up. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, click all the buttons, do all the things. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Alex Hammerstone. And let me know if you got it. Let me know what your experience was like. Let me know how you liked it. And let me know what you want to see next, because I got plenty of hitters coming, and always open to hear what you guys think. Thanks for watching.